Hello everybody, it's Cape Rugby TV Wednesday night, as you know, and we bring you the very best of Western Province Club Rugby. And this weekend, certainly, I think it was one of the best games that I've seen in a very, very long time. Came as about as close to an 80-minute game for both teams as you could possibly get. I'm going to talk about that in a second. It was, of course, Tygerberg up against Belhar at Florida Park. Ravensmead. It was a cracker of a game. We'll be checking that out during the course of the show. Big thanks to Hisense, our technical partner that has come on board with Cape Rugby TV. Hisense supplying these fantastic Ultra HD 65-inch TVs behind me, as well as our front monitors on the front of the desk here at Cape Rugby TV. My guest this evening on Cape Rugby TV, Jerome Paarwater. Hello, Jerome.
Hallo JP.
Gaan met jou? Goed?
Baie goed, lekker om weer terug te wees.
Ja, jy was 'n bietjie weg vir rukkie, né? Jy travel nogal.
Ja, maar nou weer terug en soos jy sê was goeie rugby, klub rugby die naweek. So baie goed.
Speaking of goeie rugby, span wat op die oomblik 'n lekker rugby speel, Marius Erwee, hoof afrigter by Goodwood. Marius, nice to have you here.
Cheers, dankie. Great for the invite.
Yeah, man, I know we missed you last time. I think it was, like I said to you guys in that post-match, it was my mistake. We probably didn't phone the right contact. So nice to have you here. We promised that we would get you on.
Great, thanks.
And we're looking forward to talking about how things are going at Goodwood.
No, things are happy at the moment. I'm happy.
Fantastic. All right, folks, this weekend it was a cracker of a match. You want to talk about happy? Oh, there were a couple of happy fans at Tygerberg, I think. Well, I spoke to Lyndon Julius after the game, and we tried to estimate how many fans were at the game, and we reckon that there were just over 7,500 fans that went to the Belhar Tygerberg game. Of course, this game, traditionally a derby match, both teams in Super League A and live close to each other, and players have played in both teams. Some have played in Belhar, some have played at Tygerberg, some have even coached. Some of the management coached the team, I think, has moved around between the two teams. It was a monster match. Let's catch up now with the first half of the match. Tygerberg against Bellies at Florida Park. Step. Right. Right. When he got closer. Rush! Bob! Safe! Put in! Lost it! It's over! Crouch! Fine! Safe! Roll! So, let him come down first, then he can hit him. By the advantage, 7 offside. Well, if you watch that clip carefully, you'll see it was quite a physical game. Jerome, you were there for the whole game, as we saw on TV, because we saw you in the crowd. Wat het jy gedink van die game? Van die eerste helft. Ons praat net maar oor die second half.
Ja, nee, ek dink JP, dit was baie tyd die eerste helfte en ek dink die manne het goed, veral voorlangs, hulle het goed mekaar goed opgeweeg teen mekaar voorlangs.
Ja.
En ek dink voorlangs veral die slot Big Joe 5 slot van Bella het goed gespeel. Aan Tygerberg se kant het Tiny 'n paar goeie tackles gemaak, Tiny van Wyk.
Paar breakaways ook.
'n paar goeie lopies gehad vir 'n groot man soos dit, het hy groot spoed gewys.
Ja.
Maar oor die algemeen en ek dink die dissipline van beide kante was goed die eerste helfte.
Yeah. Right, folks, let's catch up now with the second half. It's Bella against Tygerberg.
Step, 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 step! Nope.
I think Bella are converting all the opportunities into the points, but Tygerberg have that inherent fighting spirit, so I'm hoping Tygerberg to win.
They're a team, they're gonna win, I promise that.
Crunch! No. Bind! Set!
They had to be a winner and a loser at the end of the day, and yeah, they won us, and they should enjoy the win. And good thank for our boys from our side. We put in all the hard yards all week, and I just want to thank everyone behind the scenes also for all the hard work they put in.
Right, folks, there you go. It was victory for Tygerberg over Bella. It was a cracker of a match. Really, it was physical. The defense was unbelievable. I don't think any forward broke away from the forwards without getting more than like 10 meters or so. But of course, interesting that there were two penalty tries there, Jerome. The first penalty try came from the line out. Just explain to the folks that are watching what can happen. Why would a referee give a penalty try if there's a maul?
I think first of all, if they play the guy in the air, which I couldn't see happen there,
yeah.
And while the maul is moving, if you pull it down, he can give a penalty try. But Tygerberg basically mauled him over the try line, so I think he couldn't see the ball, so that's why he went for the penalty try.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know, because in the game, previously in the game, there were no sort of advantage or warnings that he's going to give a penalty or he's going to give a penalty or something. Because as I said earlier on, the first half, the discipline was quite good. There wasn't a lot of penalties.
Well, I
in
was
the
listening.
game.
I was listening to the referee on the microphone, and he was really communicating a lot. He was really warning a lot of people, don't do this, don't. And it was a great conversation. You know, it was really good between the captains and the referees all the time. Marius, ek meen dit help nogal baie as die referee so met jou gesels gedurende die game.
Ja nee, kyk dan weet jy presies waar jy staan met hom ook.
Ja.
Ek sê ook baie keer vir my spelers, speel die ref. Moenie worry oor wat hy's altyd reg. So jy moet hom speel. So as hy met jou kommunikeer wat jy moet doen, speel hom. Dan kry hom aan jou kant.
Wat maak jy van hy scrum daar so? Dit was nou die tweede penalty try. Dit lyk my asof die scrum geknak het en die ouens dan 'n bietjie die scrum geblok en nie toegelaat dat die ouens vorentoe skuif nie.
Ja, kyk, ek weet nie wat voor die tyd gebeur het of hulle miskien gewaarsku is nie, maar is maar moeilik daai besluite want kan een of ander kant toe gegaan het want aan my kant as jy dominate dan in die sukkel dan gaan die ou opstaan.
Ja.
So dit kan miskien die rede wees hoekom want jy kan sien Tygerberg het daai scrum gedominate so ek weet nie of hy voor die tyd al gewaarsku het nie, maar so 'n strafkop gegee het miskien aan my kant.
Jerome, what are the different reasons again through a scrum?
Yeah, look, I can't see if one of the loose forwards maybe went to go play the 9 or play the 8 from the side. And as he said that the scrum, the guys basically stood up in the scrum because but a close game like that, I don't know. I'm for the game, so I would say play or reset. Give another scrum and then award the penalty try. But it's tough. I mean, if you've been at the game and you know how both teams work for it, then it's sad that it comes to penalty tries that the team must win on penalty tries because I think it was a brilliant game.
Tough game. Yeah, it was a brilliant game. We managed to catch up with the losing captain and coach, Colin Jacobs, and of course Mark Willard, both from Bell. It didn't go their way in the day, but still managed to keep the chins up.
What a game, Derby. Went to the 80th minute, leading by 5. Controversial penalty try, but we give it to them. This is a derby. It goes till the end. We take our hats off to Tygerberg, but yet I still want to acknowledge our boys. We worked very hard this week, and I mean, this is what it's about. The blue versus the red, and at the end of the day, rugby won. So thank you very much, Cape Rugby. We say thank you to our supporters for in and out carrying us through. We'll come back stronger and make you proud. Well, we actually did expect such a crowd, but I mean, they always surprise us with numbers, so thank you to the supporters. It means a lot to us. This is like our World Cup, so this is the pinnacle of club rugby, and that's what we enjoy. So thank you.
Yeah, no, from my side, I think it was great for the community. Good passes of play. It had gone down to the wire at the end. Typical derby atmosphere, typical derby end at the end of the day. Yeah, I think our strong points were we kept to our game plan. I think the first 20 minutes counted against us, but I'm proud of the boys, you know, for sticking it through. At the end of the day, it didn't go our way, but we are rugby boys. We don't cry, and all the best to Tygerberg, and you know we give them a well-deserved win for them, and we will come back strong. We'll come back fighting. I would say yes. As I said earlier on, it came down to the wire. Typical derby, great for the community. Everybody is happy. There's no losers at the end of the day, and that's what rugby is all about.
37-35 then to Tygerberg, Mark Willard. Nice to still keep a chin up there. Marius, hoe moeilik is dit na die game? Jy het al seker 'n paar keer in daai posisie gestaan wat jy moet maar smile en aanhou gesels, né?
Ja, is altyd makliker om nie daar te wees met 'n interview nie, want dan kan jy net afloop, miskien 'n ander ou gaan sê dankie en dan net afloop. Maar om 'n interview te gee na die tyd, ek weet nie wat ek sou doen.
Jerome, you've been in that situation a couple of times.
Yeah, no, it's tough, but it's great sportsmanship of Mark Willard to say at the end of the day,
but can we,
rugby.
do you think, sorry to interrupt you, do you think we're in a position already, if you look at Super 15, you look at international rugby, you look at any other professional sport that's out there, it's part of the game. After the match you have to do an interview, you've got to talk to the cameras, whether you're David Beckham or Tian Strauss or whatever, Tiger Woods, afterwards you've got to do an interview. Do you think we're at that stage now that we can say that in club rugby, TV interviews is part of the game?
No, I think JP now, I mean, since you started the show, the guys are confident, and you can see from way back when we started, the guys were scared, guys were running away. Now guys would ask you for an interview because that's how confident they are. And if you look at the interviews that they give, that this type of guys give, and which sort of professional coaches give, it's basically the same story every week. Where these guys Mark could talk about the community and how proud he is of his boys, and at the end of the day, as he said, rugby was the winner, and that's great.
And what I really like about it is, you're exactly right. Professional coaches and that, they all start off with the same 4 words. All credit is due. Like, okay, here we go.
Back to the drawing board.
And back to the drawing board. And as if you don't know where it is yet. We'll have to find the drawing board. It's the same place it was the last week. It's not like the drawing board has moved or anything like that. The drawing board's in the same place. Let's just go back to it. Yes, back to the drawing board. All credit is due. And then the caps that they always have to wear, that you can never see the people's eyes. Anyway, that's what TV is about. It's all about sponsorship. But what I really like about our post-match interviews is that you're able to mention people's names. You can actually talk about your management team, or you can give credit to your players, and that gives them a real feel-good feeling with going home, win or lose. That mom and aunt and uncle are going home. It's like, hey, I heard your name on the TV. Marius, hoe was het vir jou van die tyd dat jy 'n paar interviews gedoen het en die spelers was op die TV al en
Kyk, van die ouens was nou kwaad geweest dat ek nou nie hulle name genoem het nie, en hulle wil graag hê ek moet vanaand ook hulle name noem, maar
Lawrence Burke was mos of course een van jou.
Yes, hy was man of the match geweest, maar nee, kyk, die ouens like het, hulle wil hulle naam hoor, hulle wil weet, want dan weet hulle het rugby gespeel, en dan stuur hulle vir die familie SMS of 'n WhatsApp en sê, luister, kyk Woensdag, want ek is op die TV.
Well, that's fantastic. That's exactly the kind of feed that we're looking for. Captain and coach Waleed Haynes, of course, the captain at Tygerberg, and this time we thought we'd throw him in with his little one, almost as if he had just won the Tour de France, and of course Ricky Peterson, no stranger to Cape Rugby TV. Let's catch up with them. Winning coach and captain, Tygerberg.
Most definitely, it was hard, very hard. With the first half, the wind was very strong. I think some of the guys were a bit tired. We were off for a week, so doing nothing. But it was a great win, great result for the club. It was very good. He controlled the game very good. Very impressed with him. Had a few penalties, few penalties from our side. But we came back and then the guys fight hard in the second half. I think our mauls were very good. Some of our liners, especially our shorter liners, was very good. So just keep on improving. It was very hard, very tough. There were a few big guys, strong guys, who were bumping some of our guys. We had to do some low tacklings, but at the end of the day it was a teamwork. Discipline-wise, I had a yellow card myself, so a bit of a lapsing, didn't concentrate a lot. But like I say, teamwork was at the end of the day was playing a big role.
Well, JP, you came with the camera early to message JP. I've got no words right now, but I've got words for you right now. I am one of the most proudest coaches that you can ever get and find. And the team, when I lost my captain the first 2 minutes, I kept on believing. There were 7 minutes left in the game, and I told the boys, if they believe, I believe we can win this game. Back in the days, Tygerberg used to score 3 tries in 5 minutes. We've done it with 2 tries, and I'm proud of the guys. Really, it was a tough match. It was a thrill for the spectators, for the spectators that came out today. They got their money's worth, but most of all, Cape Town saw some good rugby today. That I can promise you, JP. When we heard that Quentin Immelman is blowing the game, I mean, we have respect for Quentin, that Currie Cup coach, for a game like this, meaning they had a lot of respect for this game. And the yellow card was basically, not professional yellow card, but it's more players being over-eager from the wrong side, not rolling away. And after Quentin has warned them a couple of times, so I think the yellow card was due to just a lack of composure and patience, but it's still a good game. Yeah, defense. I think both sides defended well. Both sides. I mean, this is what you get from a derby. They're not gonna just let it go. You gotta go get it. You gotta go take it, and then that's what we had to go do today. Yeah, I think very, very physical. I mean, there's times that I just close my eyes when I see a tackle going in, you know. But I stick my hat up for both teams. They played brilliant rugby, and nobody wanted to throw in the towel. Nobody, yeah. And from both Belhar and Tygerberg sides, I mean, you can see why those guys played emerging rugby. Some of them, you can see why they were selected for that team, and it showed today.
Ricky Peterson, legendary coach, moved around a little bit, back to Tygerberg, played for Tygerberg. Hy het mos vir Tygerberg gespeel net, Jerome?
Ja.
Skramskakel.
Ja.
Hy doen 'n goeie job nou daar.
Ja, hy doen baie goeie job en as jy net kyk na praat nou van interview, na sy interview, hy praat uit sy hart uit en hy sê en hy bedoel wat hy sê en hy's
nie skaam nie.
Nee, hy is nie skaam nie en hy's baie passievol vir Tygerberg en vir wat hy doen, maar ek dink hy doen 'n goeie job, so hy kan maar praat.
Now, it's great to have Ricky Peterson on the show when we get the chance to get him on the show. In fact, Ricky, if you're watching right now, please come on the show a bit more often, man, because, you know, I don't know how busy you are out there, but make a bit of time, man. Make a bit of time for you know, the people below you. Die van ons wat nou op die show is hierso. All right, folks, we of course managed to catch up with the fans at Tygerberg, the most important people in any sport. And Lyndon Julies was field side. We managed to speak to him. And then, by the way, as you can do, Kyler Moore have sent us a little video from their cloakroom. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Cape Rugby TV, everybody. Remember, Max Law. If you need any legal advice and you want it quick on any legal matter, doesn't matter what you need advice on, 47977, just SMS the word Max, all right? Get your cell phones handy now, because what they do is the minute they get the SMS from you the next day, they will phone you back and give you legal advice over the phone and start structuring. You don't have to go to their offices. Max Law. Just SMS the word Max to 47977. Right, folks, the fans, as we say, are amongst the most important in any sports game. Without the fans, there won't be a game because no one will be watching. And without the fans, no professional player will make money. Without the fans, there won't be any gate taking. So it's all about the fans. And Tygerberg has got some of the best fans in the country. But at the same time, so does Belhar have some of the best fans in the country. And on Saturday at Ravensmead, both of them were there. Fans from Tygerberg, fans from Belhar. We managed to catch some of the fans and make sure that we show their smiling faces. Check it out.
Net één groot woord, spangees. Dis al wat ons is. Natuurlik JP uitgesien na vandag. Leroy Butterhout. Yes, my dear. Yes. All the way from Ravensmead.
And I was playing for a team until I've got.
Yes.
Yeah, till 96.
Yes.
You're a big Peter fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All the way.
It was a very nice game, and I mean Tygerberg had played a very good game. And at the end of the day, rugby was the main core of the play that was taken today. Well, all the fans must have enjoyed it because I think Tygerberg is the most precious club to us as the Tygerberg guys.
Tira. Yeah, at one stage I got lost. I've completely forgotten who was winning the game, and I ran over to Belhar's side to watch them as they cheer, and then I realized, hang on, Belhar didn't win the game. I must go back to Tygerberg's side, and they were cheering the game. But all very exciting, right, folks? Lyndon Julie is one of our media guys that joins us on Cape Rugby TV on a regular basis. He was on the side of the field as well when we dragged. In fact, Lyndon is so relaxed. He was sitting on the side of the stadium, as you saw, enjoying the game. And we made sure that we dragged him out and got his input on what he thought of the game, and we caught him field side. Let's catch up with Lyndon.
When I got here, I think I got here just before 4, looking at the crowd over here. So really, I think they gave St. George's Salonians Derby a run for their money. I think that Tygerberg really did a good job in hosting this event. Safe environment. Also, the crowd got what they deserve on both sides. Credit to Bella, credit to Tigerberg, well done to Norman, Mark, Ricky and Breno and his team. Well done to both clubs, Jerome and Kevin. I think this was a good display of community rugby. Tigerberg, Bella, well done. It was both match. There was I think possession was and territory was evenly poised. I also think that Tigerberg just took the opportunities more and sometimes Bella took it more. I definitely think that, and then Quentin Immelman also handled the game quite well. I think with Quentin Immelman officiating a game like this, it gives you the idea, the level of importance that this game is to both and to the Western Province. So well done to the Western Province referees for assigning Quentin to a big game like this. Well done.
All right, Lyndon giving us his 2 cents worth there, but I think it's worth a lot more than 2 cents. Also, I see Lyndon now writing for, I think, was it the week in August? Anyway, one of the mainstream newspapers, Lyndon Julie's teaming up with Rashid Isaacs to give Club Rugby support. Carlamore was out there. They had a big derby over the weekend and playing for promotion, or at least playoffs. Let's catch up with the folks from Carlamore. Just a little fan video for fun. It was a win there for Carlamore over Van der Stel. Guys, thanks for the video. Nice to see you all having a lot of fun there. And congratulations on the win. I was actually at Van der Stel last week, Wednesday. Facilities looking good. I know that the Van der Stel season has been getting better and better. Folks, we're going to take an ad break. When we come back, I'm going to bring Marius, Erwee, the coach of Goodwood, into our conversation a little bit more so we can find out what his opinion is on the logs, leagues and results within Western Province Club Rugby. Back after the break. All right, folks, welcome back. Yes, just having a little bit of a laugh. 3 Bobbejane, Jerome. Jy het gesê ek moenie daaroor gesels nie. Maar ek het nie geweet is daai naam vir die song wat die ouens gesang het.
Dis eintlik die naam, ja, JP. Ons het dit altyd destyds toe ek nog WP Liga gespeel het.
Ja.
Toe het ons altyd dit gesing.
Maar waar kom hy song?
Dis 'n ou ding van SAKK afkom. Destyds van die army.
Ja.
Die manne altyd
dit was
so
nou die
gehardloop het
Suid-Afrikaanse Kaapse Kops.
Ja, by vore.
Ja.
En dan die manne so gehardloop en dan sing hulle dit en so.
Die Bobbejane. O, so
toe later toe begin het soos 'n team song raak en
ja.
Toe ons, want daar was maar redelik manne wat van die weermag was destyds gespeel het vir ons en dis maar hoe die song toe begin het.
Ek dink dis nou net 3 Bobbejane op die show vanaand, ja. Marius, het julle 'n song?
Ja.
Nee. Het julle al gedink oor 'n song? Ga jy Corsten of Blaze Bridges of Jack Parrow in Goodwood, dit sal mos werk.
Dit sal seker werk, maar
ek sal vir Jack Parrow song kom doen.
Okay, kom.
Dit is maklik want ek is Jack Parrow. Ek sing maar net wat ek wil. Hier is ek Jack Parrow. Enige song maak sin solank jy net woorde saam sit. Dan is jy Jack Parrow. Hier in Per. You see what I mean? It's like I could have a hit tomorrow. All right. Okay, don't worry. I won't wear that long hat. You know? Ek sal die treffers.
Ek dink die 3 Bobbejane is nog die beste.
Okay, die 3 Bobbejane. Super League results, folks. Let's move straight into it now. UWC 35-10 over Helderberg. Durban 24-15 over SK. Solarians going down to Falsebay 40 points to 10. Stellenbosch beating Villagers 71-0. Tigerberg 37-35 over Belha, and Vix 42-22 over Primrose. Jerome, the UWs will be happy with this result. I know Helderberg hasn't had the best of seasons, but UW still taking any point they can to make sure that they build for next year.
Yeah, it's definitely a good result for them. So they don't have to worry about playoffs or getting down or up. So they stay up in Super A, so it's good for them. And I think also they're going to have, I think, a new coaching staff next year, so it's good that they stay up there.
Yes, I believe Chester Williams has been appointed as the coach there.
Yeah, he's taking over from Peter de Villiers, one Springbok taking over from another Springbok, which is good. So hopefully there's some positive energy in UWs again.
Durban beating SK Warmers. Marius, Durban het nie die grootste season gehad nie. Ek weet jy of jy 'n kans gehad het om vir Durban te kyk nie, maar hulle sal happy wees met daai result.
Ja nee, ek het nou nie gaan kyk nie. Ek het nog nie tyd gehad want ons het dieselfde gespeel, maar ek ken baie van die spelers. Ek het self daar gespeel, afgesluit met rugby daarso. So dink dit was 'n harde game geweest. Soos wat ek gekyk het op Twitter, ek dink dit was 'n harde game geweest en Durban wil dit later aan deurgetrek.
Hulle sal nie te happy wees met hulle seisoen sover nie.
Nee, kyk as jy
Ek meen,
kampioene is, Suid-Afrikaanse kampioene is en ek dink hulle het 5 tot 60 geëindig. Dis baie goed die.
Yeah, Solarians losing to False Bay. Jerome, False Bay has been having a cracker of a season. Solarians struggling a little bit still.
Yeah, I mean, Falls by the whole season they were up there, and Solarians, struggling a bit, but I think they also pretty much, they safe on the safe kant.
Ja. Een van die games wat hier so impact gehad het, well, maybe not this game here, but Stellenbosch beat Villagers 71-0, and now Primrose managed to get 4 points from the Vix win, which means that puts Villagers in a place that they are in the 3rd position on the log. So they're going to have their work cut out for them, but we'll look at those fixtures a little bit later. But 71-0 over Villagers, I mean, surely we expected more from Villagers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were also a bit up and down because some teams, teams that you think they won't, like they beat Belhar, which we think they wouldn't, and then the next week they lose and 1 week they win. So a bit up and down for them.
Tigerberg 37-35, then over Belhar and Vix, of course, as I said earlier on, beating Primrose 42-22, but Primrose walking away with 4 tries, which makes a big difference on the log. We'll take a look at the log later on. Super League B, Brackenfell, well, it was 29-27 for them over Young Peoples. Collegians 35-12 over Rangers. Franschhoek United going down Union Mill 35-27. Hamlets beating Macassar 43-11. NNK 52-5 over Violets. Penel Villagers went down to Kells River 17-15. And then Wraithby 25-27 loss for them against Belhar. Jerome Belhar? Not Belhar, Belleville. Belleville will be happy with that result.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Belleville also lucky not to be in playoffs. Their season wasn't too good, but it's a good result for them.
Collegians beating Rangers, Derby match 35-12. Also cracker, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, Collegians also happy. They also safe now. So all the teams were like down there, got their wins over the weekend. So it's good results for them.
Yeah, and then of course Rangers means it's going to get relegated in that position there. Union will be happy with the win over Franschhoek United. Hamlets beat Macassar 43-11. NNK 52 points to 5 over Violets. Marius, hy is nogal 'n groot points difference daarso. NNK.
Nee, dit is. Kyk, dink hulle het by NNK se velde gespeel.
Ja.
Altyd moeilik om te wen en ja, kyk hulle het 'n groot pak en 'n exciting backline hoor ek so. Is goed vir hulle. Well done.
All right, let's look at Super League C. This is where we bring the boys straight into the picture. Goodwood 31-22 over Kraaifontein. Masipumalele 36-13 over Silverleaf. Paarl, well, they beat Blue Jets. Scottsdene went down to Elsie's by just 1 point. Silver Tree going down to Langa. Strand beating Young Stars. And then Strand United beating Stellenbosch Coronations 55 points to 17. Okay, before we get to the Kraaifontein Goodwood game, Masipumalele 36-13 over Silverleaf. Masi will be happy with that result. Big one for Elsie's Rafira. I know Ansel and April and everybody was sending in the results, but Scottsdene, Jerome, hulle het nou laas week gespeel teen Stelco. Hulle het gewys dat hulle kan rugby speel en hulle nou net geslip met 1 punt teen Elsie's.
Ja, ek weet nie, ek weet Alistair Sigelaar sal nie baie happy wees met daai result nie, maar Elsie's het nou die jaar baie skerp spanne ook skrik gemaak, so hulle het goed gedoen aan met Gert en sy manne daar, so ja, was tough, maar die kompetisie tot die einde toe was maar rof.
Wel, Elsie vir julle ouens by Goodwood 'n bietjie van 'n hard time gegee op die home ground, maar julle het toe gewen op einde van die dag.
Ja, ons was baie gelukkig. Ek het na die interview tyd ook gesê op die interview, ons is baie gelukkig om daai game te wen.
Ja.
Hulle het kyk, soos wat hulle sê, home ground vat dit maar en ek weet julle gaan aan oor home grounds hier op die show. Maar dit was 'n moeilike een geweest daai ene vir ons.
Wat maak jy van Strand United se wen? Ek meen 'n groot wen oor Stelco wie nou die vorige naweek teen Scottsdene gespeel het.
Nou kyk, ek weet nie waar Strandco se kop is op die oomblikie, want dit is maar moeilik as jy sukkel die seisoen, dan is dit maar moeilik om die spelers by die veld te kry. Maar Strand het gespeel vir die 3de plek. Hulle was gelukkig omdat Scottsdene verloor het hulle opgegaan 3de span toe, so hulle kan nou play-off speel om volgende jaar ons te join by Super B.
Alright, yeah. Speaking about joining you for Super League B, it was a massive win for Goodwood. 31-22 over Kraaifontein. Marius, I mean, julle is of course baie happy met die result, maar tough game. Vertel ons 'n bietjie, hoe was dit?
Ja, kyk, ons het altyd geweet by teen Kraaifontein gaan dit 'n harde game wees. Voorlangs gaan dit twee groot pakke gaan mekaar aanvat. Ons het eerste helfte saam die wind gespeel. Nie te veel gebruik nie. Ons het 11-8 voorgeloop halftyd. Toe het ek gedoog, hier gaan ons met tackle die hele dag. Gelukkig het Kraaifontein nie die wind gebruik soos wat hulle moes hê en ek dink ons het ook meer die bal in die hand gehou en van daar af het ons net fases opgesit en 3 gaan druk, wat my nogal surprise het, want ek het net gegaan vir die wen. Gaan we bonuspunt wen nie. So dit was
en die ouens, ek meen, dit was die game. Dit was die game om te sien of julle die liga gaan vat. Ek dink nie 'n mens kan eintlik so vroeg in die dag sê dat die liga gevat is nie. Want mens moet natuurlik wag tot al die final results in is, maar lyk my julle is nou die liga wenners.
Ja, dit is, ek moet sê, Saterdag was nogal iets om te beskou daar so by ons. Al 4 spanne by al 2 klubs kon die liga gevat het. So dit was final geweest van onder 20 af tot by die eerste span. Ek moet geluk sê aan Kraaifontein se onder 20s en hulle derde span wat gevat het en dan aan my tweede span en ons eerste span wat toe die liga gevat het.
Ja, dit was nogal interessant om met iemand te praat. Ek dink by Elsie's oor sal ons die mense terugkry by die game, by die clubs. En om te hoor by jou dat daar so baie fans was, net bietjie minder as wat by Tygerberg was. Dit meen die fans is daar so om die games te kyk as hulle wil kyk.
Ja, en kyk, as twee, soos jy gesê het, is 'n derby, so daar gaan baie mense wees en ja, ons het tot laat gekuier.
Ja.
Dit's great geweest. Al twee clubs het lekker gekuier.
Jerome, if we give the publicity to the games that are playing the derby matches, the fans will come out.
Yeah, definitely, JP. I mean, it's surprising to see and it's surprising to hear what he's saying. The weather wasn't that great. I mean, still for a crowd like Tygerberg and people going out to there. So it just shows our club rugby, how good our club rugby still is and still draw a crowd. It's good, and I mean, obviously the coaches, the players, they also do their part in the way they play. Otherwise, people won't go. So it's good.
All right, let's take a look at the top 9 promotions league. Hang on, folks, before we go any further. Elsie's Rafira have been moaning about the fact that we've got their wrong jersey up. Freightmore is, of course, the sponsor to Elsie's Rafira. All right, Elsie's Rafira will be sending you the invoice for this special request. But, of course, folks, you'll know that we have taken photographs of the jerseys. There, you see it behind me now. So where is the jersey now? It's going to turn somewhere. But anyway, the jersey, hopefully by next week, we'll have the jersey up over there somewhere. Does that make sense? Look at that. It's like you won't even know that the jersey's not on the TV. Something like that. Anyway, so Elsie's Rafira, Freightmore will be going up on back on the screen as of next week. Keep sending those jerseys in, folks. We're happy to keep giving you publicity. If you've got sponsors, the jerseys go up and they will rotate. Remember, on the screens here, thanks to Hisense, our new technical partner to Cape Rugby TV, with the 65-inch monitors and, of course, those ultra Hisense TVs really, really are fantastic. They're Android-driven, and if you have half a chance, is this Elsie's? No, that's not. That was SK Wilmers. If you have half a chance to take a look at the Hisense products, do yourself a favour. It really is world class. Right, the top 9 promotions league results. Let's quickly take a look at that. Eerste Rivier beating Rocklands. Hamadias went down to All Saints, and Carlimore 49-36 over Van der Stel. Perseverance in the City League went down to Western Zebras. Temperance win over Technicon. Young Ideas beat Progress. While in the Southern League, it was Retreat, drawing with Young Wesley's. Thistles, well, they went down to Bishop Lavers, and Peninsula beat Titans, while Young Brothers and Richmond Rangers, we're not sure if that game was called off or not. Looks like there might have been a bye. In the Northern League, it was Delft going down to Mikawi, Kayalicha. Well, they lost to Blakes, 29-24. And Whistling Wheels, again, over Strand Pioneers with a 20-0 score. We're not sure if that game was cancelled or not. Folks, after the break, we'll take a look at the logs, get an idea where we're standing. We'll also be telling you a little bit more about what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. Back in a sec. We pretty much know who the league winners are. Let's take a look now at Super League A. Well, it is Marty's. Well, they're right in front there. Look at that. 65 points. That means that they are the winner. Hamilton's, False Bay, UCT and Durban, and then Vix. Going down will certainly be St. George's and Helderberg. And then, of course, it's just a question of the Villagers playing off against the third team in Super League B. Right, folks. Jerome, good win for Marty's. They eventually pulled it through again. Once again, showing that they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, I mean they've done well. They had to do something after the Varsity Cup, so I think the challenge for them was up. They said after the Varsity Cup they have to win something, and they've done well to win the league.
This coming weekend, all right, Hamilton's is sitting second on the log at the moment. This coming weekend it's False Bay and UCT. There can still be some changes in second and third place and fourth place. Hamilton's on 58, False Bay is on 57, UCT is on 56. There's only a 2-point difference there. We can still see that there's another shift in the first, second, and third places over the weekend.
Yeah, I think the way False Bay was playing the whole season, I think they deserve. Out of all the teams, I mean, all the teams deserve, but what they've done this year, I think wouldn't be bad if they could end up second.
Yeah, well, if they do end up in second place, then they are probably the front runner to go to the Community Cup.
Yeah, because they've been trying for quite a while now to go to the Community Cup.
Yeah, all right, folks, let's take a look now at Super League B. Kells River walking away there. We know that they won it last week already. Kells River, Donny Isaacs and the boys very happy there. Brackenfell and NRK, of course, in second and third place. Then Rangers and Wraithby look like they're heading down. But that's it, done and dusted for Super League B. 14 games have been played. In Super League A, there's still only a handful of games. All right, Super League B, Kells River, Brackenfell and NRK now have to still have their work cut out for at least NNK. NNK. So dis die Marius is die derde span wat nou in die derde span van bo moet.
NNK met nou teen
Villages
speel. So
ja.
Gaan nog 'n exciting wees.
Daai gaan nog 'n game wees. Of course we still have to wait to find out when the fixtures are and so forth, but die wenner van daai twee gaan dan Super League A bly of op. Ja. Hulle gaan op. Kom ons kyk bietjie na Super League C. Dis nou die groen streepie daarso wat vir jou baie happy sal maak. Goodwood is on 64 points. You're 10 points ahead of the log there. Kraaifontein and Strand. So Marius, this is exactly what you're talking about here now. If I look at Super League C, Goodwood and Kraaifontein, as you said earlier on, you guys are going up, so you're comfortable with that win. And then Strand has to play against Franschhoek United.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
All right. Any predictions?
Ek sal sê Strand. I've played them this year, so I don't know how Franschhoek plays, but Strand sal dit vat dink ek.
Well, Franschhoek is full of passion. So, and they will be playing with the community behind them, and they will be playing with the tragedy behind them, and they will certainly be fighting to stay up there. It's going to be tough. Going down out of Super League C, Silver Tree, Stellenbosch Coronations, and Noordlikus. And then it's the top 9 promotions league, folks. Carlamore, Laguna, Busy Bees, All Saints. Those are your top 4 in the promo league. In the City League is Western Zebras, Tech and Progress. And then in the Northern League, top 8 Blakes, Whistling Wheels, Blue Stars United. In the Southern League, top 8 is Retreat, Peninsula and Young Wesleys. Those are your top 3. Right, folks, those are, of course, your current leagues as they currently stand. On the 24th of September, you can expect in excess of 10,000 fans going to Newlands. It is the President's Cup Challenge at Newlands. All clubs are invited. You make sure that you get down there. It's the final challenge as the clubs head down to Newlands to go and experience the playoffs in Super League A, B and C leagues to see who will be the champions in Super League A, or at least not the champions of the league structure, but the actual tournament. Marius, you guys playing in that tournament?
We are. We went through to the semi-final, so we're playing the 19th just to know who we're playing, but excited about it.
Yeah, Newlands, always, I mean, great play. Have you played at Newlands before?
Yeah, I've played there. I've won a cup there, so I'm happy.
Oh, you won a cup there?
Yeah, for Province amateur team.
All right.
A few years back, and now I want to win one there as a coach.
Who did you play against when you won the cup?
Northern Transvaal.
Northern Transvaal. Yeah. Okay, Blue Bulls.
Yeah, 2005.
Yeah, no, I was about to say. Is there still a Northern Transvaal? The Blue Bulls. Always nice to beat the Blue Bulls at Newlands, though.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, that's everyone's favourite passion. All right, folks, let's take a look now at the emerging team that played against Boland. Boland, of course, walking away with a victory there. 31-25 at the back was Mushtaqeen Jappy. Snares from Kells River and James Verity was on the wings. Cheslin Roberts, Jason Pretorius, Dennis Cox and Jason Marcus from Hamilton's. Those were your backline players. And then in the front, it was Christy van Niekerk, Dale Wilson, Lester Phillips. Dale and Lester, of course, both from Tygerberg, both playing in the lock position. And then Ryan Olivier from False Bay and Madich David from SK Warmers teamed up in the lock positions. In fact, the other two were flanks. Tariq Allen, Hanu Sneeman and Gerard Lotter made up your front row. Super League A fixtures coming up this weekend, folks, and as I said, it's going to be a couple of monster games. Belhar are up against SK Warmers, False Bay are up against UCT, and Solarians are up against UWC. I think the big one here, Jerome, is probably the False Bay UCT game.
Yeah, that's going to be a really big one, because it's basically for Falsby, it's a must-win to end up in the second spot. So it's going to be a good game.
All right, so how do you think it'll go? It's going to be Falsby home ground advantage.
Yeah, no, definitely. It Falsby, I think this year you don't go there and just win. I know UCT, the wind pump there, but UCT is used to the wind. So, but I mean, it's going to be quite a good game, and I don't know how up UCT will be for that game, because they're leaving. I think just after the game they're leaving for England.
Oh, all right, one of their tours.
Yeah.
What for?
They're going to Oxford University. They've got a.
They're going rowing.
No. There's some club competition.
Is it part of the Western Province League structure?
No, it's their own thing which they've arranged.
It's a little private trip overseas to England.
Yeah, it's lots of universities.
Oh, it's very nice.
It's going there, but it's sort of almost this time when the World Cup starts, so they're going to be there.
Oh, so it's like a party trip before you get to the big party?
Something like that.
Oh, what a pleasure. It's nice. No, very nice. Right, of course, Falsby, of course, beat Marties at home, so they will already know that they can beat a top team at home.
Yeah, and
make a big difference.
And you know, JP, we were talking about the crowd. It falls by. I mean, you don't get parking. You park outside and things like that. So again.
Well, I don't know. You might not get parking, but Cape Rugby TV gets parking.
I normally park. There's a penalised parking, which I don't know if they have any penalised
you
people.
Can't,
so
Jerome, you
can't
park on parking. Ja, alright. Dit is ons los hom maar daarso. Ons gaan seker maak dat jy later die 3 Bobbejaanne songs sing. Alright, Bellar up against SK Warmers, folks, and the Slorians against UWC. Promotions League coming up this weekend. Busy Bees in Eersterveer, Hammadeers and Van der Stel, Rocklands and Kellys. It's the City League top 9 fixtures. MIT Rangers are up against Young Ideas, Police and Perseverance, Tech and Progress, and then it's Western Zebras and Temperance and Cities. Right, folks, in the Southern League, it's Young Wesley's and Young Brothers. Folks, we got quite a few messages in on social media. This is what we ask you to do every weekend. Jump on Twitter, jump on Facebook, and just keep feeding and pumping that hashtag #WP Club Rugby until we trend in South Africa. Let's look at some of the pictures and tweets that came in over the weekend. Cape Rugby retweeted this one. It was from NevyG_ZA. Big matches for these 3 today versus at Elsie's Rafir _UTD United, at JP Nordia, at Cape Rugby TV, #WP Club Rugby, and at Scottsdene Rugby Football Club. And of course, that's Regan in the middle there, and Alistair Sigelaar, and all the boys from Scottsdene. And Regan, of course, the guy that made our logo, our President's Cup logo. So there you see Regan in the middle of the social media picture. Great to see that. Also on Twitter this weekend, Phil Frick, as always, pumping the social media from the Goodwood side, at least from the NNK side. Well done, RFC Primrose, on surviving the Super League A drop zone on points difference by securing a bonus point of scoring 4 tries. I love rugby, and I love Club Rugby. This week also on Twitter, Nico Groenewald, Grant Albertine retweeted the congrats to Brackenfell, who will be joining Kales River in Super League A. Lyndon Julie's put out a beautiful picture there of the fans and the field at Ravensmead, where Tygerberg were up against Belhar. And then Vineyards Rugby Club also put out a fantastic shot there of the team. Great win today against Allendale Correctional Services, 43-30 in their top Boland props. Ayub and Yaya making the difference. Violets really pumped it on social media this weekend. Thanks and gratitude to all Super B teams for a wonderful 2015. At Hamlets RFC, at Wraithby RFC, at WP Club Rugby, at Cape Rugby TV, from at Violets RFC. And they also went in to say thanks and gratitude to all the Super B teams, Penel Villages, Macassar, Young Peoples, Kales River, Belleville, and Wraithby, and also to Hands and Hearts, One Team, One Spirit, of course, Rangers, and a big thanks to Brackenfell, Franschhoek United, Union Mill, and Super NNK and Collegians. I think that's one of the nicest tweets I've seen in a long time, folks, is when clubs that are tweeting availability like Violets have just done, to say thank you to all of the clubs and for the game during the league. I think that's the Twitter has made a big difference for us to communicate and share rugby in and around. Marius, you seem to be following the Twitter to keep up with the results?
Yeah, no, I do. Directly after the game on Saturday, so I go to Twitter and Facebook and check what's the score. So
the catches up, catch up on it. Yeah.
Yes. Like
otherwise, you've got to wait for the next few days.
No, it's too long.
Yeah, no, but that's in the world today. So everything must be instantaneous and quick. Yeah. Jerome, talking about instantaneous and quick, that was a quick show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, JP. Nice to be back again.
You going where this weekend? Any ideas? False Bay UCT maybe,
yeah,
or SK?
Yeah, False Bay UCT, or I might go Solarians in UWC.
Are you still scouting players, talent identification, all that?
Still see what's going on. Because this year is going to be tough because Vodacom is away, so we have the club to Vodacom. So it's going to be now to get players through to Currie Cup. It's a challenge for guys out there. If they think they can play Currie Cup, they can still put in the work.
All right, then folks, Marius, jou planne vir die naweek, as julle nou klaar, games is over. Kan jy nou 'n bietjie relax by die huis vir 'n slag?
Ja, nee, ons is klaar, so tyd om te braai by die huis.
Ek wou nou net sê, gaan jy braai?
Ja, nee. Gaan braai.
Thanks for coming on the show. We hope to have you again soon.
Ja, dankie. Dit was great.
There we go, folks. Cape Rugby TV it is. We'll see you guys. UCT up against False Bay. That's the match of the weekend. It's a derby match. It's a pick of the top on Super League A. Two of Western Province Rugby's top teams taking and going head to head. That's a wrap. Big thanks to Hisense for supporting Cape Rugby TV. Max Law, just SMS the word MAX to 47977. Belleville Glass, Evox Advanced Nutrition, and of course CTC Sports, where you can get all your rugby apparel. And once again, the jerseys at the back looking great because of Hisense, our technical partner. That's a wrap from us. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. We'll see you at Herbstein in the Constantia neck of the woods as False Bay are up against UCT. Have a great rugby weekend. Bye-bye.